I'm Steve Griever. I'm a woodworking instructor out here at Madison College. And today we're going to demonstrate a tip, a technique, if you will, for making sure that your miter gauge is square to your table saw. There's nothing more important when you're making furniture and cabinets is that the parts that go into it have right angles and be square to one another. So to start with, we need to make sure that the blade is at 90 degrees to the table. So I'm just going to take a square and set it in there and make sure that the blade of the square touches the table and the other blade of the square touches the portion of the blade. That looks good. The miter gauge is used for cross-cutting. It slides in this trough over here to the left hand of the table saw. So this is adjustable. Moves to many different angles, up to 45 degrees in both directions. But you need to have it set at 90 degrees. So you can take a small square like this and put it in here and attempt to adjust it back and forth. But it's difficult to get it situated exactly correct. So this technique will do that pretty quickly. I'm going to take a hunk of scrap wood. And the only criteria here is that this be the same distance, be the same width across. I'm going to take 2 marks on this piece of wood, one on each end, one on each side of that cut. And I'm going to cut that piece of scrap in half. So now this was the way the board was cut. So now if I turn this so that this edge is now down on the table and push these 2 ends up against one another, if this miter gauge is set at exactly 90 degrees, there should be no gap between those 2 pieces. And it looks like we're pretty good. We're pretty lucky today. That's pretty well set up at 90 degrees, so I can continue to use this miter fence to make repetitive cuts for the rest of my pieces that are going to go into my piece of furniture.